Welcome. This is day 2 of our, thank you, everyone's here. Oh, I love you guys. This is day 2 of our chakra series for Daya dance. Last week we talked about the root chakra. Just as a reminder, root chakra is the very base of the spine. It's the coccyx, the perineum, like right under here. It's the first 3 vertebrae, and that is the seat of kind of survival. So when we talk about the root chakra, we're like, am I safe? Do I belong here? Do I have enough food to survive? You know, are there predators around me? But this week we're moving to the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is the second chakra, and it's represented by the color orange. Which is why I have my orange shirt on. I know it looks a little red, but deal with it. So sacral chakra is the sacrum, which is right here, the back side of the pelvis. It is also the genitals. It is everything from the belly button down. It includes the bladder, the kidney, the psoas muscle. It is ruled by the water element. So we'll talk a little bit about that today as well. It is all about feeling. So we've got our root chakra, which is like, am I safe? Once we know that we're safe and provided for, then we can start to feel things. We can start to connect to desires, creativity, relationships with other people. The root chakra is very much about relationship with the self. Sacral chakra is like relationships with other people. Again, creativity, desires, intimacy, pleasure. And the water element gives the sacral chakra a sense of flexibility, of being able to ebb and flow with the tides, but also the ebbing and flowing of emotions. The sacral chakra, again, it's right here. Sacral chakra is about how we feel and how those emotions can rise to the surface and sink back down again, and how varying emotions can change over the course of our day. Let's see, when the sacral chakra is unbalanced, we might feel feelings of guilt, of codependency in relationships with others, addiction even, that kind of has to do with that aspect that's about our desires and our wants and that searching for pleasure. And then also it can just kind of bring us like into a creative rut or a feeling of numbness or repressed emotions. When the sacral chakra is balanced, we will feel like we can set proper boundaries with those around us. We will feel creative, we'll have desire and pleasure, we'll feel comfortable in our own skin, and in that in turn allows us to connect with other people better. So yeah, we'll talk about a lot of those things today. First, we're just going to go through a warm-up with some familiar Daya dance movements, some familiar Daya dance music. If this is your first time, of course, welcome, follow along, it's pretty easy. Some of the explorations we're going to be doing over the next 2 weeks are, I don't know, just maybe new or unfamiliar, so I want to always have something that we can come back to each week that feels more familiar to us, kind of get us in our bodies. That being said, after that, we have a special guest. We're going to have Bry joining us on synth for music for the rest of the class. Bry is an incredible musician. They took my class way back in the day when we were doing it during the weekdays at weird hours at Daya, and they've been so gracious and willing to join us today. So they're going to kind of help us channel this water element vibe, help us to bring different emotions to the surface. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll just come to standing to begin. So wherever you are, just find yourself standing. Maybe flutter your lips a little bit. I know I'm at this weird angle, but it's what we've got. Feel gravity letting you sink into the ground. And then maybe place a hand on your belly and a hand on your heart. Excuse me. Turn this down just a tad. And then we'll just start to connect to our breath. So deep inhales from the belly, into the ribs, into the collarbone, and then exhaling all the way out. You can even place that hand that's on your belly on the sacral chakra, so it's just below your navel. And try and fill that area with breath and awareness as we begin. Welcoming any sways, any little shakes of movement that you need right now. Feeling the rising, the filling of your lungs, and then the clearing out as that long exhale spreads through the air. Just begin a gentle, gentle head circle to the right. Maybe finding your own connection between breath and movement here, whatever that means to you. If you're just joining us, feel free to stand up and just join along. Welcome. And then reverse your head circle. Being really gentle to the neck. Tapping into what emotions you're feeling here. Finding the head at center. And we'll just begin to roll the shoulders forward. Maybe inhaling as the shoulders rise and exhaling as the shoulders fall. Saying to yourself, I feel light. And then filling in the gap. Again, connecting to the emotionality of that sacral chakra, not only acknowledging what you feel, but maybe even speaking it out loud to bring it to the forefront, give it acknowledgement. And then reverse the circle, open the heart, open the chest. Good morning, everybody. I feel blank. And there will be moments to check in with this feeling throughout class today. If it stays the same, great. If it changes, great. We'll just widen the feet here. We'll start to connect the pace of our movement with the pace of our breath. So reach that arm up to the side. Inhale, reaching the top of your inhale. And then as the other arm reaches, reaching the bottom of your exhale. Following your own pace here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Sending breath into that sacral chakra, that sacrum area, the back of the pelvis, the genitals, the bladder. Beautiful, everybody. Welcome. If you're just joining us, join right in. And exhale. And we'll start to take the arms across, scanning the horizon, opening the eyes, inhaling. And exhaling. I need to turn this song up. Good. Inhale. And exhale. And we'll start to sweep the earth below us. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Beautiful. Across the horizon, one more time. Beautiful. Bending the knees, rooting the pelvis. We'll go up to reach across the sky. One more time. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Legs wide. Turn the toes out just a little bit, or the heels in, whatever you like. We'll begin to feel the weight of this sacral chakra area, the whole pelvis. Just let it bounce. You can feel your feet rooting into the earth. And if you've done my class before, this will be familiar to you. Just follow the pattern along. In and out. In and out. Still feeling that pelvis heavy. Weight of the pelvis. Rooting in the feet. And now reaching side to side. Spreading those fingers. Inviting that heat. My thighs are burning right now. We're going to make our way back to the center. And here we go. Down and back. Down and back with the pelvis ride. Good. And then we'll just finish by letting the pelvis bounce, let the arms shake. Let it be a little irregular. Feel that beat. Good, everybody. All right, warm-up is done. Take a moment to breathe for yourself. Get some water. Hello, everybody that has joined. I'm so excited to see ya. If you've just tuned in, perfect timing. We just warmed up a little bit, but you should be fine for the rest of class. Just take it at your own pace. So, sacral chakra, that's where we're at. Again, reminder, from the navel below, sacrum, that wide spreading bone in the back of your pelvis here. We've got encased in there genitals, reproductive organs, bladder, kidney, psoas muscle. So if you're feeling low back pain or hip pain, check your sacral chakra. All right, for this next portion of class, we're going to be lying on the floor, and we have our special guest with us, Bri. So Bri, would you request to join the meeting? Bri is going to play some music for us as we dance. We're waiting for Bri. Oh, here, I can request Bri. Add. Thank you for your patience. Connecting! Hello, there they are. All right, everybody. This is Bri. Bri, if you missed my introduction, has taken my class before, but also is an incredible musician. So they're gonna play some music for us. I wonder if I can do this. Nope, that does not do that. We're gonna be starting on the floor. So I'm gonna move this so you can see me. All right. I said in the beginning, sacral chakra is connected to water. So we're going to connect with that a little bit, but I also want to connect to the element of physical touch. Sacral chakra is about relationships with other people. It's about connection. It's about intimacy. But right now we're at a little bit of a lack of that. So in lieu of a dance partner to hug and touch and roll around with, we're just going to use the ground. The ground is always there for us. So just follow along. Bri, you're welcome to start giving us sounds whenever you'd like. We'll find ourselves laying on the ground. And just for a moment, take stock of where you feel your body connected to the earth. And wherever those places are, just let a little bit more gravity take you down, sink you a little deeper. Maybe connecting back to that deep breath that you found. And then shift your attention to your pelvis. So we're working with the sacral chakra right now. Right now the sacrum is directly on the ground, so we should be able to feel it with a little bit of pressure, maybe rocking your hips side to side. Just kind of check out where the sacrum is. Maybe I'll do this. And let the ocean of Bri's music just wash over you. You can close your eyes and just listen. We'll start to imagine our pelvis like a bowl. At the tailbone it curves up on one side, and right on our navel is the curve of the other side. And this bowl is going to get heavier and heavier as we fill it with water. So feeling the weight of the pelvis increase. Feel the wetness, the reverberations of water pouring into the bowl. And whenever you feel like your bowl is filled enough, you can stop and just feel what that feels like. And then we'll begin to experiment with this bowl a little bit. So we can start to rock the knees, the pelvis side to side. And feel how the water in the bowl shifts from one edge to the other. I always am reminded of when I was a kid in the bathtub, and I would like rock back and forth to try and make the waves go. That's essentially what we're doing with our pelvis right now, the bathtub of our pelvis. And then you can start to slosh. Perhaps moving the knees a little bit faster, a little bit further. Feeling how the waves and the water in your pelvis begins to take you on a ride. And as the pelvis comes through center, you get that nice massage on the sacrum. And when you feel like the waves are big enough to slosh over the edges and take you all the way to one side, you can let it take you there and just let all the water trickle out on your side for a moment. Feel how the water pools now, maybe in the side of your thigh or the side of your arm. And we'll begin to find some sloshing, some rocking, some shifting of the water here on our sides. Almost like you were sitting or laying on the shore, just deep enough that the waves could push you back and forth with the tide. And the waves can increase, sloshing, tidal waving through your spine, your shoulder blades, your pelvis, your feet, your knees. And then whenever they get big enough, they can pour you all the way back onto your back. And continue to take you over to your other side. I'll do this side so you can still hear me. So whenever the waves have sloshed you over to the other side, again, continuing feeling the rocking of the current. And then let's connect here to the feeling of the floor. I mentioned that the sacral chakra has a lot to do with physical touch, but we don't have that right now. So let's let the floor hug us a little bit. Let it be your dance partner. And then when the waves get big enough to rock you back onto your back, let them take you there. And slowly, slowly let the waves die down as if it were the end of a storm. The clouds moving away. Slowing down. Beautiful. Still aware of the water that fills that pelvic bowl. And because the sacral chakra is about choice. It's about desire. It's about connecting to yourself. Just find another position on the floor. It can be seated. It can be belly. It could be flat on your back. It could be all fours. Anything that allows you to still be connected to the earth, but it's something that you choose, something that you feel you own. And we'll just play with this watery pelvis a little bit more. When you feel settled, begin to let the pelvis sway, slosh. See how the water can spread maybe to other parts of your body. Let it rush through your arm bones, trailing up your spine, maybe dripping down into your toes. And for just a moment, we'll have this sloshing, watery dance with the floor, connecting to the pleasure of letting the floor hold you up. Letting the floor be your source of physical contact at a time where we don't really have that. And this can morph maybe letting the tide travel, the source of the wave travel through your body. And for just another minute or so here, we'll connect to this watery quality of the sacral chakra, the ebbs and the flows, the tides and the currents. The little splashes of water, or the dives down deep. If you get lost, you can always come back to that rocking of your pelvic bowl, the water that fills the sacrum and the pelvis. Letting the waves carry you, giving yourself a little massage on the ocean floor. Nice, everybody. Just connecting to a little bit of pleasure here. What movement feels good? That's what the sacral chakra is all about. Is recognizing what feels good and giving yourself permission, giving yourself the choice to experience that with your senses. So just wherever you are, slowly begin to let the waves die down again. Feel the water settling. Taking your time, you have plenty of it. The last sloshes dying down. Wherever you might be, whatever shape, whatever position, just Exhale and let the water empty out back into the earth. Taking a big breath in, and then exhaling. Once again, bringing to your mind an awareness of how you feel right now, emotionally and physically, but particularly emotionally, as that's the root of the sacral chakra. Breathing in, and then exhaling. I feel blank. Beautiful. We'll continue to keep that emotion, whatever you felt, in your mind as we go into the last portion of class. As I was meditating on the sacral chakra, it struck me funny that one of the things that is good for the sacral chakra is dance. Just dance itself. Not even sacral chakra centered dance, but just dance, because dance gives us an opportunity to connect to pleasure. It gives us an opportunity to connect to desire, and it gives us an opportunity to connect to each other. It gives us permission to feel the emotions we're feeling. So we're going to finish with a little bit of a dance as Bri continues to serenade us with these amazing sounds. You can stand up if you'd like. I'll guide this standing up, but if you want to remain on the floor, again, this is about your choice, you choosing what you want. I'm going to turn my phone volume up because I love the sounds that we're hearing. So just close your eyes. Bring it to the forefront of your mind. This feeling, I feel bleh. What is it? What do you feel right now? Maybe it's happy, sad, stressed, lonely, confused, hopeful, excited. Whatever it may be, just hold it there. We're going to start letting this music that Bri is so beautifully playing for us kind of tune us into our own little personal beat. Our own little intrinsic movement, how you move. It doesn't have to be how I move. It doesn't have to be how you move at the club, just, performing for other people, but just how you feel like moving right now. But keep it small. We're maybe at like 10% of our maximum effort or our maximum energy level or speed. And as these textures of music pass by us, just being aware of how they make you feel emotionally. And let that emotion come to the forefront. Let that emotion fill your body. Let's expand our personal little dance here to like 25%. So maybe you're still eyes closed, you're grooving to yourself. Maybe you're not moving around a ton. You're at like 25% of your effort, your speed, your size. Maybe even connecting to that water-like quality again. But just you, being you, at 25%. Letting the music guide you. let that feeling, that emotion that you use to describe how you're feeling right now, play out. Let it be present. And then let's move up to like, let's say like 40%. We're going to make a 15% jump here in our energy. So maybe you start to move a little more, travel. Maybe you get your limbs involved. Your eyes might be open. Connecting to these textures of the music. Noticing how your emotions maybe have stayed the same or maybe have changed. And just letting them be that way. And then let's bump ourselves up to like 60%. So we're making a 20% increase in our effort, maybe our tempo, maybe how much space we cover. Just remember, feeling that own groove, that's you, nobody else. This is about connecting to your choices, your pleasure, and your present state of emotion. Not trying to be anywhere but here. Not trying to change it. And then bumping up once again. Let's go to 75%. We're at 75% of our maximum effort. So you might be pretty big now. Remember, there's only 25% left to 100. And we're going to stay at 75% for a little bit. Beautiful, everybody. So we're here. We're acknowledging our present state of being, our emotions, our choices, our pleasure. That's what the sacral chakra is all about. It's I feel and I decide. And because we don't have anybody else to do this dance with, perhaps, and to connect to that physical contact that the sacral chakra invites, you might place your hands on your body, maybe trailing them up your skin, maybe feeling pressure, maybe feeling the rhythm inside you. Giving yourself touch in the areas that you've been craving touch. Maybe it's a hug. Maybe it's a handhold or a head squeeze. Letting this music register in your body. Maybe reminding yourself of where the sacral chakra is, placing a hand on your sacrum and on the front below the navel. And we'll just spend spend another minute here. Inviting movement that feels good to you. Inviting movement that allows you to make choices. And to just embody how you're feeling right now. If you feel angry, do a little angry dance. Beautiful. And wherever you are, just take a pause. Let your energy fall. Everything's okay. Big breath in. Long breath out. And here we go. Our last minute of this dance that is yours. It's nobody else's. Remember, it's your own body. As we finish this dance, you might say out loud to yourself, I feel blank. Fill in the blank. I feel blank. How do you feel? And let's bring our movement back down to 50%. Maybe the eyes close again. We're going to cut it in half. Bring it down to 25%. So we're just like a distilled version of where we were at. Maybe the hands are still giving the body that physical touch. You can maybe stay in one place. And just come back to that little groove. Once again, your own personal rhythm, your personal movement, your personal choices. Taking a big breath in. Out loud to yourself, I feel blank. Let yourself feel it. Come down to 10%. Inhaling, exhaling, I feel what? And as we come down to 0%, maybe the body stops. But just being aware of the constant movement, the ebb and flow of the blood, the breath of the lungs. The movement of those vibrations you just stirred up with inside yourself. Placing a hand on your belly, maybe low so it's at your sacral chakra, and a hand on the heart. Slowing down the breath. 0% is not stillness. It's listening. And that is what the sacral chakra is all about. It's about giving yourself permission to listen to your emotions, to listen to your desires and your needs, to listen to your pleasure, and having the power to choose to follow what you hear. So everybody, we'll take a big deep breath in. A long exhale out. One more, just like that. Inhaling into that sacral chakra. Exhale out. One more time. Let's inhale and say out loud to ourselves, I feel blank. And then this next time, inhaling. As you exhale, I desire blank. Or I want blank. After spending a little time with your true emotions, it might be clearer to you what it is that you desire or what it is that you need. And I invite you to give yourself the permission to speak that. Just for a moment, let the hands trail down the front of the body, wiping it all away. Hands can come to the heart center. Give yourself gratitude for spending 40-ish minutes, 45 minutes with your body. That's really what the sacral chakra is all about. Bowing the head into the chest. Big breath in. Long breath out. We'll end with the sound of V-A-M, VAM. That is the sound of the sacral chakra. So wherever you are, exhale all your air out. Inhale in to VAM. Namaste. Let yourself come back. Thank you so much to those who joined. Thank you to Bri for playing us while eating your cereal. So that was the sacral chakra for today. This video will be up for 24 hours on the Daya Instagram story if you caught it from the middle and wanted to go back and hear what we learned about the sacral chakra in the beginning. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I encourage you to just go about your day. And I know it's a weird time. We're trying to be strong and like repress feelings and all that stuff. So just whatever you're feeling, like let yourself feel it. Maybe even say out loud to yourself, I feel bleh. It helps a lot. If you would like to donate to Daya Yoga Studio, you can do that. I will find a way to put the link there. You can go to the website, I think. If you'd like to tip Bri, their Venmo is BRIAN, yes, _ ARONOW? Is that right? Yes. Yes. Okay, if you'd like to tip Brian for their beautiful playing, you can do that. Otherwise, treat yourself nicely, drink lots of water, and moisturize your face. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for third chakra. We have somebody playing sweet Spanish guitar, so we will see you then. Thank you again, Bri.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.